what green card and visa holders should know before traveling abroad. In the past few weeks, many green card holders and visa holders have faced very tough scrutiny at airports in the United States. In this video, I'm going to give you tips and tricks what you should do if you have a green card or visa when you're coming back to the United States to avoid problems, and also to teach you all your rights. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Immigration Channel. In this video, I'll tell you what you should do as a green card holder or a visa holder when you're traveling overseas and then coming back to the United States, how to avoid scrutiny, delays, and teach you all the rights, what you can do at the airport if they stop you and they try to question you. So make sure you watch this video all the way until the end. I'll go over all your rights, all the tricks, and all the inside information that you need to know to stay safe when you're traveling back to the United States, whether you have a green card or a visa. Guys, traveling back to the United States has become increasingly risky in the past few weeks. It shifted overnight. And this is crazy because it's happening also to people with valid visas and even green cards, and in some cases, even US citizens. These changes are coming because of a crackdown from the government, because of the executive orders that were issued in January, trying to fight terrorism from inside the United States, also outside the United States. It's all coming together right now. These policies in that memo, they are being implicated in actual actions by CBP and Customs and Border Patrol officers at ports of entry and at airports all over the United States. Now we're passing spring break and coming to summer, and many people who are about to travel are really scared. And I want to make sure you understand what your rights are, whether you're a green card holder or a visa holder, to understand what's going to happen when you come back to the airport. So guys, there are three kinds of travelers coming into the United States. We've got US citizens. Those are guaranteed access to the country no matter what. In very seldom cases, US citizens get stopped and banned entry. The second class of entry is green card holders. Permanent residents have procedural rights. You can't just lose your green card. You should be able to appear before a judge, argue your case, and try to save that green card. They can't just take it away from you. They cannot force you to sign anything to make you lose that green card. You have to remember that. Green card holders, you guys have procedural right. Unlike US citizens that automatically must be allowed to enter the United States, green card holders have the right to appear before a judge if they're trying to get your green card. Which means, guys, if you are a US citizen or a green card holder, you have the right, you can choose not to answer questions when CBP officers are asking you any questions. You have the right to remain silent if you're a green card holder or a US citizen. Now remember, if you refuse to do so, it definitely will cause a delay in your trip and probably can get you held at the airport for many hours. But remember, as a green card holder and as a US citizen, you have many rights, unlike other visa holders that we'll talk about in a second. Now, on the other hand, when you enter the United States on a temporary visa, for example, a tourist, a student, somebody on a work visa, or somebody that comes here on a temporary visa, you guys have less rights, and CBP officers have the final say about the possibility of you entering the United States. And if you refuse to answer the questions of CBP officers and you're here on a temporary visa, they can simply refuse to let you enter the United States and send you right back. Before we assess additional risk factors and talk about your rights, no matter what your class of entry is, I want to mention something, guys. If you're here for the first time watching my channel, watching our videos every single week, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our videos. And also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. As always, if you need help with your immigration matters, send me a text, 619-483-4549. I'm here to help you, or go to www.immigrationasap.com. Leave your details there, and one of our team members will contact you ASAP. And now, let's back into the video. So, let's assess your risk levels. And typically, guys, I recommend that you do so with an immigration attorney before you travel to the United States. So, there might be some travel bans coming in. Nothing has been confirmed yet, but if there will be travel bans, there's going to be a list of countries that will be excluded from coming into the United States. Whether the ban is active today or will be effective in 6 months or a year from now, we know that some countries are most susceptible to these bans and further investigation when their citizens are coming to the United States. If you are from one of those countries, be mindful before traveling to the United States. Prepare to wait more in the airport and may be subjected to secondary inspection. So these are some of the risk factors we look at when we assess somebody's susceptibility to be investigated and questioned in the airport. If you're coming from any of these countries that potentially will be on a ban list, you're probably going to wait longer at the airport. If you're a green card holder and you spend too much time overseas, let's say you spend over a year abroad, and now you're coming back to the United States, prepare to be questioned by immigration. They'll question you where you've been, maybe even pressure you to give up your green card. Never do so. You can say politely, I refuse to sign this form and I would like to speak to a judge. Please refer me to a judge before you try to force me to revoke my green card. So remember, even if you spend time abroad too long and you're a green card holder, they can't just take your green card like this. You should be allowed to see a judge. Now, what is the recent trend that we see? Green card holders that have previous criminal convictions. So, for example, you have a green card holder, you're now a green card holder, but 15 years ago you had a DUI. You're a green card holder, but 10 years ago you had some kind of minor possession of a drug. Now you're traveling to the United States. You have a green card, you had no problems for the past 10, 15 years. You will be flagged. Under the current new procedures, we see a lot of green card holders that have no idea why they were flagged, but now we know why. Because of a previous conviction. And the government will tell them, listen, you were flagged. You had a conviction 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. We now have to ask you questions. In rare cases, those applicants are not only being questioned, but also being detained. So be mindful that if you had previous convictions, do not travel at the moment. This can change in 2 weeks, a month, 2 months. But at the moment, you're watching this video and you're a green card holder and you had past convictions, do not travel. I'm warning you, you will be detained and not just sit there for 6, 7 hours. They will send you to immigration jail under current procedures. So be mindful of that. And this was a case of a 34-year-old German engineer that he was coming back. He had a green card holder, came back. He had a conviction 15 years ago, detained for 3 days at the port of entry, then sent for detention for 2 weeks just because of that one conviction. So it is real and it's happening. Now, next thing, let's talk about customs and border patrol officers. They are allowed to search your devices. They are allowed to do so. So when you come back to the airport, they can ask you to unlock your phone, even if you're a green card holder, even if you're a citizen, they can ask. If you're a US citizen and you're a green card holder, they can't just send you back because you refused, but they can detain you further. If you're on a visa, though, and you refuse to give them your phone, they will send you back. Now, what are they looking for when they're looking for your phone? So if they're opening your phone, you let them look at your phone, they look at your photos, they look at deleted photos, they're looking at information if you were part of any demonstrations, if you have any pictures that support any terrorist organizations. If they find any of that on your phone, you will be sent back, right? If you're on a visa, and if you have a green card, if you're a green card holder, you probably will be detained. So be mindful what you have on your phone. Don't travel with your phone if you have any photos on there, or use an empty phone. Just completely reset your phone when you travel into the United States. Why get into trouble, right? Now, remember, if you're traveling in the United States, whether you have a green card or a visa, memorize one phone number of a friend or family member in the United States. In case you get detained, they'll give you a chance to make a phone call. If you don't remember a phone number, and then it's going to be very difficult for you to get in touch with the outside. It will take longer for somebody to get a hold of you, to call an attorney, and you'll be stuck in detention longer than you need to. So memorize at least one phone number in case you need to make that phone call. So guys, remember, if you're a citizen or a green card holder, you definitely have more rights. If you're a green card holder, they can't force you to give up your green card, but they can detain you at the airport. And if you have criminal convictions under this policy, you will be sent to jail. If you're coming here as a tourist on any visa, be very careful what you carry with you. Don't bring your phone. Don't bring a laptop with you that has any information on it, because they can use any information they can find on your person to use it against you to deny your entry. And trust me, if you're here on a visa and they don't want to let you in, they will not let you in. But I suggest that you memorize a phone number of somebody close to you in the United States in case you get detained and they send you to immigration jail. You will have a right to make a phone call. You better memorize that number so it will start the process of getting you released faster from detention. Now, remember, guys, you do have rights, but those rights are very limited at the port of entry. When you come to the United States, it's almost like a gray zone. So be mindful and be prepared to what can happen to you. If you are prepared, you will minimize the risk and the damage that can happen to you in case you get detained by a CBP. So hopefully this information was helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you traveled, what was your experience, or if you know somebody that was detained. It can help the readers, the viewers of this channel to be aware of what's happening out there. Once again, if you need help with your immigration matters, send me a text 619-483-4549 or go to www.immigrationsap.com. Leave your details and one of our team members will contact you ASAP. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you on the next video.